So the Hantavirus is one of the top news of May 2026. And what I do here on my channel is that I make drawings of the future top news. And then I make videos such as this, where I show that there is a connection, okay? So this is what I do continuously. And okay, I admit that this video is not super important, okay? It's not super important, but it's still worth mentioning that there is a connection to my drawing here. Not only that there are boats in this drawing, but also I made it on the same date as the disease started spreading on April 6, and that is the same date as I did this drawing with boats in it, okay? But in addition to me making this the very same day as it started spreading, I also mentioned while drawing it, I mentioned in this video that from April 6, I mentioned that these boats represents parasites, and I mention parasitic infection. Okay, so I am very very much I mean, I am a bit on subject here when it comes to, okay, both the date. I'll show it in just a few seconds, okay? I just wanted to say that okay, so I'll just show it to you. So 20 minutes into the video, but I also mentioned the parasitic connection while I draw the boats. I mentioned the parasites, okay? Over here, 10 minutes somewhere, I mention parasites also in relation to the boats. So let's look at this. In that you can see these boats as parasites. And in the water supply, which is normally how you contract parasitic infection. Okay, so I mentioned parasitic infection. This is a virus, right? But it is a bit on the subject of something is moving over the water, a boat, right? There's a boat in the water, and there is an infection. There is a disease, an infection on this cruise ship, right? And that's a bit interesting because that's what I said. I didn't say that. I said more. I mentioned parasites, right? I said that the boats can be seen as parasites, and that water. I mentioned water supply, which doesn't really fit, but it's rather literal, with boats being the source of the disease. And it happened, as I said, on the very same day, on April 6, as you can see here. It started spreading on this cruise ship, the Hantavirus, and this is the same date, April 6, as I upload this video. There's also an where is that? There's also an X post where you can see that, okay, it's this date, right? The same date on my X post about this drawing here. You can see here I make an official statement that it's a painting of the future, which means that um, I am making a statement about that. I'm making some kind of official statement about that it's supposed to have some connections, right? So you see the boats here, and I mean it's quite interesting that I mentioned this. I mean I've done better videos than this. This is an interesting connection that I needed to do I needed to do a video about this. It's not my best video, but it's noteworthy that I mentioned the parasitic infection. I mentioned the boat being the parasite, and that's the very same day as it started spreading on the cruise ship, right? So, okay, that's it. Bye bye.